for tonight, we're making oxtails. Get into it. I season my meat overnight. I don't know about you, but I like my meat to be marinated in seasonings, okay? So here's some of the seasonings you should have in your cabinet that I used in my oxtails. Garlic powder, onion powder, adobo sazon, and we can't forget about the green seasoning. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, green seasoning is just like cilantros, onions, garlics, peppers, blend it together, and that's basically green seasoning. If you don't got none, you need to get you some, okay? Because green seasoning is it. Oxtail seasoning. Oxtail seasoning, you can find at any grocery store. They should have oxtail seasoning. Oxtail seasoning, I just use it for like the color, so it can give my oxtails that dark brown color. But yeah, that's all I use it for. And I don't measure seasonings, people. I don't think any black household measures seasonings. If it looks seasoned, if it smells seasoned, that means it's seasoned. If you're cooking and you're seasoning meats and somebody walk in your house, they should be able to smell all that flavor. If they don't, that means you did not season correctly, okay? We don't measure seasonings over here, but yeah. Here's the seasonings. If your hair no look like that, that means you did not do it correct. So here's the pot we're going to be cooking the oxtails in. Don't come for my pot. I cook, and it shows in the pot. But I promise you it's not dirty. It's just that this is my favorite pot, and I use it every day. I love my pot, so don't come for it. But in this pot, we're going to add oil. I'm using vegetable oil. You could use any oil, but that's what I had in the house, so I'm using vegetable oil. We're not going to add a lot. We're going to add like a splash of oil. And once that oil start getting hot, and add your fire on medium heat. Once it's hot, we're going to add our onions and peppers. And we're going to basically grill it. Okay? But once it's cooking and it's black on every side, okay, and it look like this on every side, then we can add our oxtails in the pot. And we did all that so it can have all them flavors. Because when that onion and them peppers is cooking in the oil, it's just giving the pot all that flavor. And when you add the oxtails is getting all them flavors and the seasoning. Everything is just coming together, okay? And then we're going to cover it. And I added a little bit of water. Not a lot, a little bit. And I added some more green onions and cilantro to the pot. We're going to let this cook down for like an hour. And then we're going to come back, take out all of the green onions, the peppers. Yeah, see. Going to take that all out. Prepping the potatoes. We're not going to add the potatoes just yet inside the oxtails because I don't want my potatoes too soft. I don't even want them too hard. I want them just right. But I want them to still have their shape. I don't want it too mushy. We're not making mashed potatoes. But I'm just cutting them up into medium sizes. You could cut your potatoes however you want them. If you want them big, little, I don't care. Wash your damn potatoes, though. That's what I do care about. Wash your potatoes. If the water is not clear like this and it still have brown shit in it, that is disgusting. Take it to the sink and wash it out. Let's start prepping the carrots. Like the potatoes, I don't want my carrots too mushy, but I want my carrots a little bit harder than the potatoes. I'm cutting them up into medium sizes, not too big, not too small. I want my carrots a little harder, so I'm going to add this to the oxtails at the end. Look at this damn big cabbage. I never saw a cabbage this big. It's so big. I didn't even use the whole thing. I'm not cutting it on camera. Absolutely not. I'm cutting it off camera because I'm not embarrassing myself. But look how big this shit is. I used half of it because I'm not making a big pan. Absolutely not. I'm adding green onions and bell peppers to the cabbage. Also, I seasoned my cabbage off camera. If you want a more in-depth video on what I use to season my cabbage, I'll make it. But I'm just slicing up some green onions and bell peppers to add to the cabbage. Also, I added an onion. It really don't matter how you slice the onions or the peppers. If you want them big or you want them small. I wanted mine thinly sliced. I don't know. I don't like big onions and big peppers in my cabbage. And here is the cabbage. Listen, if you can't eat your cabbage raw like this, you didn't season it correctly. Listen, I can eat my cabbage raw like this. That's how you know it's seasoned very good and very well. Next, add your cabbage to your pot. Add a little bit of water, a little butter, and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Don't add a lot of water because cabbage makes its own water. So just a splash of water and a little butter. Now we're back to the oxtails. We're going to take out all the bell peppers, the green onions, the cilantros. We're going to put it inside of a blender and we're going to blend this up. And it should come out with a paste like this. Add it back to the oxtails. Let the oxtails cook for another hour. Put the cover on and let all them flavors get inside the oxtail. Okay, let's start working on the mac and cheese. Now, a lot of people mac and cheese don't come out properly because y'all missed this step. You're supposed to add butter, milk, cheese, cream cheese to a pan, not to the mac and cheese and just stuff it in the oven. No, you gotta cook it on a stove top first. Okay, I cut my cheeses into these cube pieces. I'm using 3 different cheeses. You can use whatever cheese you like. But yeah, we're going to put this in the pot that we was cooking on the stove and let this all melt. And yeah, that filling we just made, we're going to add it to the noodles. Look how the mac is looking already. You could eat it just like this. It looks super good, super cheesy. And people, don't forget to season your noodles. A lot of people just add cheese and stuff and think, okay, let's pop it in the oven. No, season it. Add a little onion powder, garlic powder. Season your noodles. Don't just add cheese. Or black pepper, salt. Season it. Next, we're going to add it to the oven and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to take it out, add more cheese on top. Yeah, I see. We got the cornbread cooking. Look at the oxtails. Look at the gravy. It looks super yummy. I added the carrots and the potatoes, and now we're just going to let it cook until the carrots and the potatoes is soft to our liking. Now we're going to take the mac out the oven and put cheese on top like I said. I'm using 2 different cheeses. You can use any cheese. It really don't matter. But look at this mac. Let's get into the mac. We let it cook a little bit. We let the cheese on top melt. And look how it's looking. The mac is macking and the cheese is definitely cheesing. Super cheesy. Super good. I don't even have to say too much. Just look at the mac. I had to throw my cornbread in the video because my cornbread is top tier. When I tell you I have the best cornbread, I have the best cornbread. And I don't want to give up my recipe just yet. I don't want to give it to y'all. Ask your grandmother. Because I'm not giving it just yet. But look at it. My cornbread is really A1. That's all I'm going to say about my cornbread.